one day somebody does something unspeakable to someone else, to someone you hardly knew, and you do something about it, because you can.
Hey guys, we know by now that there was a tragedy in Dallas, Texas, where former Dallas police officer Bergs was fatally shot in his patrol car. And it seems like since that incident happened, I was looking for stories to do on the Google search. And it seems since that incident in Dallas, now these news stories of cops being shot or shot at are more prominent. Whereas I didn't really see them before. There's always a shooting. Every day when I look for stories to do, there's shooting stories. Say this one shot that one, this one shot that one, this one shot at that one. Not a lot of stories about cops being shot at or shot until now. After the Dallas incident, it seems now that's at the forefront. So I wanted to bring this to you real quick, these two stories, and let you ponder them. And I'm wondering, I don't know, it just seems like, and maybe it's just in my head, but it seems like maybe the mainstream media now is trying to bring up this topic that, hey, police officers are more in danger now than 3 years ago because everybody's shooting them now. I don't know, it seems that way. And there's a lot of police shootings, I'll give you that. Like this one, where from Phoenix, Fox 10 out of Arizona, we're learning more about the extensive criminal history of Sal Baal, B-A-L, a 41-year-old man who was arrested in connection with a shooting that left 2 Phoenix, Arizona police officers hurt. The shooting happened near 15th Street and McDowell Road on the evening of September 3rd of this year. Interim Police Chief Michael Sullivan said the police officers responded to a report of someone breaking into a car. When the 2 officers arrived, the suspect ran and jumped a fence, and the officers ran after the suspect but were quickly met with gunfire. Now, quote from the interim police chief, "One of our officers was saved by his ballistic vest, and he's in stable condition. The second officer is currently fighting for his life in critical condition." Now, for Baal, they've uncovered his records. They found that this is not the first time he's had a run-in with the law. His uncovered records stem back to 2008, spanning several counties. Baal did prison time for charges of attempted burglary, unlawful use of means of transportation, disorderly conduct, and multiple drug crimes. In California, we call that H&S. He also served some time within the New Mexico Corrections Department after being arrested in Riverside, California in November 2023 on warrants that included being a fugitive out of state, and he was extradited. He was also released February of 2024. Now, within Arizona, the crimes Baal committed happened within the counties of Navajo, Pinal, and Yuma counties. So besides his criminal history, they also found multiple mugshots. Well, yeah, when you get arrested, that's usually what happens. But they're saying that this recent arrest here in Arizona, they couldn't find a mugshot from that one. But in court last Wednesday, the issue of Baal's criminal past was mentioned by a presiding judge who made this statement. I'm going to give you the partial quote. "Your criminal history, which does appear to be extensive and involve at least 2 prior allegations of violence against police officers," that's what he said. They only give us a partial quote there. But he's noting Baal's criminal history that has ties to California. Prosecutors also know other aspects of Baal's criminal past. Quote, "He is on parole from the Arizona Department of Corrections and a prohibited possessor," meaning he can't carry a gun, said Josh Maxwell, a prosecutor with Maricopa County. Now, probable cause documents related to the case have been sealed, as prosecutors say the investigation is ongoing. They always say that. That's their standard. In addition, there's a protective order on the body camera footage in this case, with the state saying the video is very graphic. I'm going to stop it there for a second. It's weird, or it's interesting to me how whenever there's an incident with the police, they release the body camera footage and they have that warning. This footage may be, uncomfortable or whatever to some viewers. But all of a sudden now these two police officers get shot and they go, we're not releasing, there's a protective order. It's very graphic. Well, you've had other videos that were very graphic that you released. I guess I'm asking, what is it about this one that they don't want to release? I don't know. Am I being facetious? A cash bond of $2 million has been set for Bao, and the next court date scheduled for September 10th this year. But also, from WQAD8, we get this incident, a whole other one, where two police officers were shot while executing a search warrant in Macomb, Illinois on Wednesday evening, according to their police department. Now, in an 11 p.m. update, and they gave this story while it was happening, Chief Hamer said the officers arrived in the 300 block of North Normal Street around 6:44 p.m. And after knocking and identifying themselves multiple times, Chief Hamer said the officers forced their way into the residence, where they were immediately shot at by someone inside. Well, yeah, they broke in the home. As of 11 p.m., the scene remained active, and Chief Hamer said there was no threat to the community and that a perimeter had been set up around the residence. News 8 said they observed local, state, and federal agencies at the scene, including SWAT. No information as to why the scene is still active, but the public was asked to avoid the area. Now, the two wounded officers were taken to a local hospital in critical condition. Chief Hamer said they are stable and that he has spoken with them a couple times already Wednesday evening. He added that they are with family and are in good spirits. Quote, "The officers are in good spirits. I want that to be first and foremost," said Chief Hamer. He went on at the press conference, "The officers are doing well considering. Our hearts and prayers are with those officers and their families at this time." Now they're saying that the shooting in Macomb, Illinois happened about a block away from Western Illinois University's campus. And the university sent out an emergency alert about an active shooter near the campus. U.S. Representative Eric Sorensen, a Democrat out of Rockford, provided this following statement on the incident. "I am continuing to monitor the shooting of two police officers in Macomb, Illinois tonight. While we receive updates about what happened, I am keeping the two officers, their families, their friends, the Macomb Police Department, and the entire community in my heart. Violence against our law enforcement officers is absolutely unacceptable. I ask everyone to pray for their swift recovery," says the representative. But again, to close this, I know that was long, but I wanted to give you both those incidents. Just kind of see what you say, but also to show you that Dallas, Texas, unfortunately, this officer was shot in his patrol unit, and then all of a sudden now, oh hey, these all of a sudden either people are now just shooting at cops, we're just going to shoot the police. Who cares? Or the news stories are just now giving it to us, if that makes sense. Because it seems like that. Anytime something like this happens, and then the school shooting in Georgia, so now everybody's talking gun control. Hey, we need to control the guns on our streets. Our cops are in trouble. Our cops are in danger. Well, citizens that protect themselves, if you limit their ownership on guns or take their firearms, now they got to protect themselves too now. What? I don't know. I don't know that I'm making sense. But I did want to give you this one, guys.